What is up, YouTube? I'm Rob from RP Model Railroads. It's been a while, almost a year, since I've given you guys an update video on my Ephrata Valley Railroad layout. Now is the time. The biggest changes took place right in Industryville, a small borough that's connected to the downtown town of Ephrata on my layout. Basically, Industryville got a complete real estate facelift, with some buildings being taken off the layout for good, new buildings and industries added, and tons of scenery changes. Basically, the main drag through Industryville got completely changed. Some buildings taken off included the Public Works / Water Company, the RWP Lumber Company back there, the Green Lumber Company, that used to be a part of my old 4x4 layout as well, one house, and the old firehouse. Now, the junkyard scene, called Putnick Salvage, that used to occupy this siding right here, got sized down big time and took the spot of RWP Lumber Company. And honestly, I don't miss the lumber company at all. I feel like the junkyard fits in better here, fits the space better, and the Tissot gantry crane that I had a part of the scene, once I took it off, it just fit the vibe of a small town junkyard a whole lot better. I feel like Putnick Salvage is probably in its best spot, better than it was before. And while there are some more small details I'd like to add, I'm pretty happy with how that little scene turned out. Next to Putnick Salvage's new location is a brand new road, Quarry Road, that'll connect Industryville with the quarry scene that's always been in this corner of the layout since the extension was added a couple years back. But there was never a road connecting the town to the quarry, which never really made sense. Now there is. This stone's been glued down with scenic glue. I did that. And I also added the signs, painted the bases so they would blend in a lot better, and added the actual wooden grade crossings. So now Quarry Road connects the town of Industryville with the quarry, and also with this parking lot / staging area for trucks for the Tissot piggyback loader and unloader. So the old fire hall and the Public Works / Water Company kind of got merged into one building, and I'm very happy with this building change. It's the Tissot Firehouse, but it's also the Ephrata Fire Department substation, station number 2, housing the Mack Squirt fire truck there. But this building also serves as Industryville's town hall and also the Public Works maintenance department. For a small town like Industryville, it makes sense for all this to be in one. Really happy with the Tissot Firehouse. It fits in the space perfectly, as well as the small garage that comes along with the firehouse that's serving as the Public Works Department. You can see there that we've got a political sign on the side of the garage that reads, "Mow de Lawn, Parks and Rec Director." Yes, there's definitely a joke in that one. And also the siren got mounted to this scene. And then next to the Public Works garage, we've got a small parking lot for some Public Works vehicles. We've got an Oshkosh plow truck there, a road grader, and also a kit-bashed street sweeper. All in all, this is a much better usage of space, and it looks so good right next to Quarry Road and Putnick Salvage Junkyard. Down the street, right down the street, we've got the brand new Whistle Stop Diner. This right here is just a completely kit-bashed, custom Tissot old-time coach made into a diner. And it fits the whole idea of a small railroad town perfectly. So the diner, all of its signs, as well as the firehouse and the signs that are on it, and then also the signs on the hotel, which we'll get to, and more. Most of this work was done by Aaron. The sign work is incredible. He built the firehouse. I spray painted the passenger coach, but he did the rest of the fine paint details. Of course, you guys by now probably already know the Tissot piggyback loader and unloader. I painted that and also totally tuned it up so that it would be working good as new. So yeah, it's been a collaboration project between the two of us, and it's turned out great. So now we've got the Whistle Stop Diner on the layout, a small railroad diner on the edge of town. Makes complete sense. And then of course now on the siding, we've got IPGov and Yid Logistics, trucking company, piggyback loading and unloading services, the best in the town of Ephrata. This whole concept turned out way better than I could have expected, and really gives Industryville the small town USA with industry vibe that I was going for. Here's a better view of the main drag through town. There's R.O. Ashburg Hotel. Here you can see Farmer Brown on his John Deere tractor, leading his herd of cows, pigs, sheep, and one horse through town. Seems to be the cop tried to get involved, and the cow is now licking him. And the goat's trying to go after the headload. Oh boy. We also have the good doggy in the back of that trailer there. The guy's driving into town. We've got some real cool signs on the side of the hotel as well, with some jokes in them. And we've got a traffic jam thanks to Farmer Brown. And it looks like the fire truck is leaving the firehouse to respond to a call. The only way to get there is to turn left, and they are also right stuck in traffic. You see the street here that's going up through the rest of town. We got Spartan Tire Company's big sign, which has been moved just a little bit to make it easier to see into town, and looks a lot better. There's been foliage added in some places. The homes were moved down some. There's going to be more changes taking place back here. I want to add some driveway details. I want to add a home under construction to this scene as well. I think that's going to look super cool. Then as we come back here, you can see Storty Tool and Die Plant in the back. There's Putnick Salvage Junkyard. There's Quarry Road once again. And then as we pan back, there's the firehouse, Ephrata Public Works, parking lot and garage, Whistle Stop Diner, and I Pick Of and Eve Drop Off Logistics. Yeah, this just makes Industryville look a million times better than it did before. There's just so much to take in with all the changes that have taken place. But wait, the changes haven't stopped there. The Railroad Hotel building is staying on the layout with a bunch of brand new signs. It's no longer called Steve's Hotel. It's got a brand new name, R.O. Ashburg Hotel. Hopefully you catch the joke in that name. Roachburg Hotel. Advertising bar lounge, Keller TVs, and soft beds. We got happy hour bar there, and we also have signs on the side, cable TV, soft beds, free breakfast. There's a vacancy sign too. More importantly, you can see that the people going into the hotel, they've stayed in the hotel. Aaron made these custom sidewalks that fit the area perfectly to my measurements. They look good. We also have a cow on the second floor balcony that's observing the livestock movement here going down the main drag. And we've got a horse that's sitting down resting on the sidewalk. Must be a cowboy in there. And another new addition to town following the railroad small town theme, Caboose Cone, an ice cream shop. This little ice cream shop is nothing other than a kit bash Tyco bobber caboose. Aaron did this thing. He completely kit bashed it, and he came up with the perfect spot for it to fit in town. And it's great. It fits in great. It's got its own little parking lot too that I painted right next to R.O. Ashburg Hotel, and also right next to the downtown sign that's letting everyone know in town that they've just got to drive a little bit further and they'll be going through the tunnel to get into downtown Ephrata. And of course, last but certainly not least, we can't forget about Roland Z. Colbert Pipe Company, a Tyco freight unloading depot that was completely not only fixed but completely painted up by me. Aaron made the sign over there, which looks absolutely fantastic. And I got to take credit for the name of Roland Z. Colbert as well. I'm super proud of how this turned out. It was the perfect use of space behind Spartan Tire Company. And then on top of that, it came with a grade crossing and a bunch of new scenery that just adds a whole splash of color to this part of the layout that really wasn't there before. And not just a splash of color, but also a lot of fun. Now, as far as downtown Ephrata, there were a lot of changes last year, and so far there have been some small changes added, and that has been some new signs to some of these buildings, and I'm going to talk about them. Let's talk about the Equitable Trust Bank here on the corner. We had a second floor that had no sign, but now we've got a cool sign. By the way, Aaron made all these signs, and they look absolutely amazing. So, on the second floor of Equitable Trust Bank and the Vanderbeck Drug Store on the corner, we've got Dr. Yankin Pole Dentistry and Noisy Tuba, House of Sound, Music School. Of course, next to Equitable Trust Bank here on Roosevelt Street, we've got City Hall. There's some brand new political signs that we're going to get to. The Ephrata Fire Department's main station. These buildings are still the same. The Journal and Post Office, and AAA Trains, Hobby and Games. So the car on the roof is an ongoing mystery being investigated. Here's some more awesome signs. These are just advertisements. Dewey and Cheatham Law Office and the Heidi Deductible Insurance. And then on the back of City Hall, we've got a bunch of political signs. And these political signs, they've got some funny names for the candidates that are running for office. Apparently it's always election season on the Ephrata Valley Railroad. We've got F. Rodster for mayor, and I. McCheese is his opponent, also running for mayor. I'm a Doolittle for town council. DC for town attorney. Mo DeLawn, once again, for Parks and Rec director. S. Windler for city treasurer. That doesn't sound good. Don Burnett for fire chief. Luke Busy for Ephrata Public Works director. And Ron Leichel for EMA director. These political signs, they just add a whole other level of fun to the layout, and I think that most people can appreciate a little jab at politics. After all, there's a lot of jokes in the town of Ephrata. We've got more political signs on the side of City Hall that I didn't read yet. Rob You Blind for city taxman, and Bend Over for police chief. Like I said, these signs are meant to poke fun at political elections, and there's a lot of fun in the town of Ephrata. Then over here, we also have a sign on the side of the bank, I forgot to mention, for Max Stout Credit Union, located in York, PA. Another advertisement sign. Once again, these signs just add a whole other level of fun to the layout, including the political signs and much, much more that I hope most people can really appreciate. Just adds a whole lot more fun. As well as the tongue-in-cheek names like Dr. Yankin Pole, Dentistry, and Noisy Tuba, House of Sound. Just like a lot of the other names in town. J.A. Loppy's Used Car Sales, SC Ratchet Towing, Roland Z. Colvert Pipe Company, R.O. Atchberg Hotel, and of course, I Pick of and E. Dodopoff Logistics. And here's a nice view looking into downtown Industryville, showing off all the changes. I've got to say, the skyline, if you will, in Industryville looks a whole lot better than it did before. Roland Z. Culver Pipe Company. You can see I Pick of in the background. The new Ephrata Fire Department substation, station number 2. You can even see the fire truck coming out there looking through the houses. You can see R.O. Atchberg Hotel really nicely, the way the road bends. Of course, Spartan Tire Company fills up the whole sky there. And then Storty Tool and Die right next to it. The tunnel portal leading into Industryville, or then coming the other way into the town of Ephrata. Man, it just looks so much better. I'm very, very happy with all the changes that have taken place in Industryville. And that's a wrap on this layout update video. I hope you guys enjoyed all the new updates to the layout as much as I have. It's been actually quite the collaboration project between me and Aaron on a lot of this stuff. I got to give credit where credit's due for building the firehouse and the public works building, the Whistle Stop Diner, all of the signs, most of which are hand-painted, and the Caboose Cone ice cream shop, completely kit-bashed by Aaron. He really put a lot of work into this, and we both did, and he put a lot of work into all of the signs and more, so I got to give him credit. He did an amazing job. Thanks again, man, for all your hard work, and I hope you guys really enjoyed what Industryville's turned into. You know, before it was a lot different. I felt it was a lot less lively, and now not only is it more lively, but it's also a little bit more organized. There's a little bit more space in town, including room for some more new additions, which will be coming here soon. It just fits the vibe of a small town railroad theme perfectly. But anyway, thank you for watching, and thank you for your support.